The rapid changes of the geopolitical situation in the world have revealed the true face of many players in the international arena. The fact that American intelligence agencies, including the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, spy on almost all countries of the world, including Washington's so-called allies, is no secret to anyone. Simply put, according to the American authorities, if we are talking about the national security of the United States, Washington has every right to establish surveillance and interfere in the personal life of not only a single person, but also an entire foreign state. At the same time, the same American authorities have fallen into utter fury when a country like Russia begins to use the same methods of espionage against the United States. Every time Russia manages to get valuable information regarding the secret plans of the Pentagon and the CIA, the United States raises howl on an international scale, accusing Moscow of obscene behavior that violates all the laws of international law. So, a few days ago, the United States officially accused Russia of allegedly unleashing a real espionage war against American satellites in space. In particular, the former director of U.S. national space policy at the National Security Council and the head of the private company Slingshot Aerospace, Audrey Shaffer, directly accused the latest Russian satellite OLYMPUS-2K of collecting classified information by flying extremely close to American satellites. Let me remind you that the geostationary satellite OLYMPUS-2K, also known as BEAM, was built specifically for the special needs of the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation and the FSB. The first space apparatus of this type was put into orbit in September 2014, and in subsequent years, Russia increased the number of these satellites in orbit. The latest and most advanced satellite of this type, Russia launched into space at the end of March 2023. The characteristics of these Russian space apparatus are strictly classified. However, judging by the fact that OLYMPUS-2K can easily change its orbit, approaching any space object within a radius of several hundred kilometers and collecting the necessary information, indicates the uniqueness of this Russian satellite. At the same time, it is worth noting that in recent times, the activity of the Russian OLYMPUS-2K satellites has increased significantly. According to the Pentagon, Russia's actions in space are another unfriendly step against the United States, and collecting secret data from American satellites will entail harsh retaliatory measures. Meanwhile, the American private company Digital Arsenal, using its own software, discovered another Russian satellite OLYMPUS-2K, directly above the Western communications satellite, Eutelsat 3B, which covers South America, the Middle East, and Africa. According to the American company, the Russian satellite hovered over Eutelsat 3B at a distance of 10 kilometers, and continues to pursue it, collecting valuable information. At the same time, it is worth noting that American experts are shocked by what is happening, and are in complete bewilderment. They cannot understand how Russia, under the conditions of total sanctions pressure, manages to create such high-tech devices for military purposes. It seems that Western sanctions have only made Russia stronger, forcing its military-industrial complex to give the necessary impetus to the economy. Surprisingly, after the beginning of the economic war, launches of Russian space satellites doubled.